Winning a treble in football, the league title, the main domestic cup, and the UEFA Champions League, is one of the most difficult and prestigious feats in the game. Only a few elite teams in history have managed it. In today's video, we take a look into the incredible stories of 8 legendary teams that pulled it off. We begin in 1967 with Celtic, the first club ever to win the European treble. Under the iconic Jock Stein, Celtic won the Scottish League, the Scottish Cup, and most memorably, the European Cup, defeating Inter Milan 2-1 in Lisbon. That team, famously known as the Lisbon Lions, had all 11 players born within 30 miles of Glasgow. Celtic played attacking, fearless football, and their achievement still stands as one of the most romantic stories in football history. Next up, Ajax in 1971-72, led by the one and only Johan Cruyff. This team perfected total football under coach Stefan Kovacs. They clinched the Eredivisie, the KNVB Cup, and their second consecutive European Cup, defeating Inter Milan 2-0 in the final. Cruyff was untouchable, and Ajax's fluid system set the standard for modern attacking football. Their treble was not just about trophies, it was about changing how football was played. Ajax at that time is renowned for its innovative total football style, which revolutionized the sport and is regarded as one of the greatest European champions of all time. In the 1987-88 season, PSV Eindhoven achieved a memorable treble by winning the Eredivisie, Dutch League, the KNVB Cup, Dutch Cup, and the European Cup. This feat, led by coach Guus Hiddink and players like Ronald Koeman, Hans van Breukelen, and Wim Kieft, contributed significantly to the success. Fast forward to 1999, Manchester United, and we get the most dramatic treble of them all. Sir Alex Ferguson's side dominated English football, winning the Premier League and FA Cup. But it was the Champions League final in Barcelona that became legendary. Despite finishing the previous season without winning any titles, 2 injury time goals from Teddy Sheringham and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer turned a 1-0 loss into a 2-1 victory over Bayern Munich. The class of '99 had grit, talent, and incredible belief, the stuff of legends. In 2009, Pep Guardiola's Barcelona redefined dominance. With Lionel Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta at the heart of it, they won La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League, beating Manchester United 2-0 in the final. Their tiki-taka style dazzled the world. Guardiola, in his very first season as manager, built a team that didn't just win, they mesmerized. Many consider this team the greatest club side ever. In short, Barcelona in 2009 wasn't just a great team, they changed the game. They set a new standard for tactical innovation, team chemistry, and dominance at both domestic and European levels. Just when we thought it couldn't be topped, Barcelona did it again in 2015 under Luis Enrique. This time it was the deadly trio of Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, the MSN, that tore Europe apart. They won La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League, beating Juventus 3-1 in the final. This version of Barca combined Pep's possession play with a ruthless counter-attacking edge. It was a new dimension to an already historic club. Just a year later, it was Inter Milan's turn under the fiery Jose Mourinho. Inter conquered Serie A, the Coppa Italia, and the Champions League, defeating Bayern Munich 2-0 in the final. This wasn't flashy football, but it was brutally effective. With Diego Milito scoring twice in the final and Mourinho masterminding wins over Barcelona and Chelsea, Inter's treble was all about discipline, mentality, and clinical execution. It was also the first ever treble for an Italian club. In 2013, Bayern Munich put together one of the most dominant seasons in football history. Jupp Heynckes' side won the Bundesliga by 25 points, crushed Stuttgart in the DFB Pokal, and defeated Borussia Dortmund 2-1 in the Champions League final at Wembley. With players like Ribery, Robben, Schweinsteiger, and Muller at their peak, Bayern had power, pace, and precision. It was sweet revenge after losing the 2012 final on penalties, while in 2020, the German Giants defeated Paris Saint-Germain 1-0 in the final. The win made Bayern become the first team in the history of the most important club competition in Europe to win every game of the campaign on the way to the title. Finally, the most recent treble winners, Manchester City in 2023. Pep Guardiola once again pulled the strings, guiding City to a Premier League title, the FA Cup, and their long-awaited first Champions League trophy. They edged Inter Milan 1-0 in the final, and with players like Haaland, De Bruyne, and Rodri, City were simply a machine. Dominant in possession, clinical in attack, and rock-solid in defense, this team completed their mission and entered the history books. 8 teams, 8 unforgettable seasons. Winning a treble is a rare and historic achievement, and these teams will forever be remembered for their brilliance. Which treble-winning side do you think was the greatest of all time? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more football history content.